Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by Southeast High School Junior ROTC program. The playing of the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance will be by our co-salutatorian, Mr. Caleb Glenn. Mr. Caleb Glenn will be attending UNC Chapel Hill in the fall. Please remain standing until the colors have been retired. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Additionally, everyone, please silence your cell phones.
Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Good afternoon, parents, superintendent, NC A&T University administration, school board members, Guilford County Schools senior staff, Middle College faculty and staff, family, friends, Middle College and A&T alumni, other guests, and we cannot forget the distinguished graduating class of 2021. I am Travis Seegers, your proud principal for the Middle College at North Carolina A&T State University. And gentlemen, you made it. When I started with you on August 4th, in 2017, I did not know the level of resilience, determination, and fortitude you would be forced to endure as you press through the events such as tornadoes, hurricanes, snowstorms, pandemic, remote learning, face masks, and of course the list can go on. So gentlemen, as your high school days come to an end, please remember that learning never ends and that success takes time to evolve. A true win takes time to develop, And believe me, that when I say that it is not just as easy as you see on social media. Think of it like an airplane on a runway. For most all airplanes, takeoff requires more runway than landing. Airplanes usually take off at a higher speed at which they land. And if you look at most dual parallel runways, you'll notice that the runway used for departure is longer than the runway used for arrivals. So I know you're asking, Mr. Seegers, how does this really relate to me? Your takeoff will require a much longer runway than your landing. Imagine that you are the airplane and that your years in school is the departure of that runway. When you often read about people, whether it's in their bios or social media, you're reading about their landing. We live in a landing culture, focused on success and the wins. But, young scholars, the real success and the real win happens during your takeoff, and the true lessons are learned. Today, we are here to celebrate your landing, but never forget sitting in Dr. Bush's math class, going over math problem after math problem. Never forget the late night studying for Miss Briscoe's exam, or dodging the emails of Miss Williams as she's trying to get in contact with you for your college classes. Always remember the setbacks, delays, the struggles that you encountered before your takeoff. Each of these events will aid in supporting your resilience to reach your landing destination. So, today, one of your classmates had a different landing destination and could not be here with you today due to his decision to step forward and honor our country by enlisting and joining the Marine Corps. At this time, I would like to ask for the parents of Mr. Abraham Rios to please come to the stage to receive your son's high school diploma and allow us to thank you for your son's service. So, as we observe your landing, class of 2021, these are a few things that we've noticed. We see your total scholarship earnings as $9,248,692 with only 32 graduates. We see your total service learning contribution with more than 1,300 hours. We see that you submitted over 240 college applications and 71% of you completed the free application for federal student aid. We see that 28 of you recognized for college endorsements and 28 of you are recognized for college UNC endorsements. We see that you are attending Johnson & Wales University, North Carolina Central University, Clemson University, Academy Art University, UNC Chapel Hill, Guilford College. 2 of you will be attending ECU, 3 of you will be attending UNC Chapel Hill, UNC Pembroke, 3 of you will be attending UNC Charlotte, 6 of you will be attending Guilford Technical Community College, and 11 of you, we see you staying home and continuing your talents and attending North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. Now, I can't remember this last one, because we see you as the 10th consecutive class with 100% graduation, 100% college and military acceptance for the Middle College at North Carolina A&T State University. Awesome job, young men. In closing, I stand here before you today honored to be your principal, and I see your transition into manhood. As you leave here today, I ask that you allow your school creed to always serve as a guiding voice for you to fall back on. And they are: I will commit to excellence. I will be respectful of myself and others. I will take complete responsibility for my actions. I will be a servant to my community. I will be a reflection for others to follow. I will make success the only option. I will speak with intelligence. I will transform my mindset from boy to man, and I will value my education. So lastly, gentlemen, enjoy this landing and refuel, because we do not expect to see you sitting on the ground for too long. Your next takeoff is just around the corner, but remember to give yourself the necessary runway to reach the required speed to take off. Now go forth, make us proud, and know that we love you. So please bear with me as I continue with my analogies associated with runways and takeoffs. There were two young men that their takeoff and their landing are actually going to be simultaneous today. We have a first in middle college history where we will be presenting co-salutatorians. Despite a long, bloody battle between these two young scholars, they could not get the upper hand on each other. We even tried to flip a coin, but unfortunately the coin fell down a drain. So we're going to continue with our co-salutatorians. With that said, and in no particular order, please allow me, our first co-salutatorian is Mr. Caleb Austin Glenn. Caleb will be attending UNC Chapel Hill in the fall. He serves as our 2020-2021 co-salutatorian with a GPA of 4.3. Will Mr. Corey Booty and Miss Belinda Glenn please stand and be recognized at this time? Our second co-salutatorian is Mr. Rajian Emmanuel Saunders. Rajian will be attending North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University in the fall. He serves as our 2020-2021 co-salutatorian with a GPA of 4.3. Will Mr. Charles Hockaday and Miss Jasmine Hockaday please stand at this time to be recognized? Gentlemen, thank you so much for your hard work and congratulations.
Please join me in welcoming our Superintendent and Board of Education members. Please stand and be recognized. Also, please welcome our Middle College at North Carolina A&T State University Administrative Staff and Rookie Teacher of the Year. You may be seated. Our 2020-2021 valedictorian pushed his way to the top before he ever stepped foot into high school. This young man entered high school
with 7 high school credits. And after his first semester, he prepared himself to sophomore status before he ended his freshman year. This year's valedictorian also brings another first for our school. Not only is this young man the youngest graduate in school history, he did so in only 3 years. Your 2020-2021 valedictorian is Mr. Zion Isaiah Monroe Norman. With a GPA of 4.211, Zion will be attending the Academy of Art University in California in the fall. I would like to ask his mother, Ms. Siobhan Monroe, to please stand at this time to be recognized.
Good afternoon, members of the school board, staff, administrators, families, guests, and fellow 2021 graduates. It is an honor to stand before you today, having made it through the storm of 2020. Congratulations to all the graduates who made it through. Graduating from high school was a very important milestone. With the introduction of COVID-19 and virtual learning, many students have lacked the motivation and struggled to finish last-minute assignments or simply decided to give up completely. But not those of us sitting here. Again, we made it through the storm. Everyone has been impacted in various ways these past couple of years, physically, mentally, and socially. Regardless of your struggles, we never gave up in the end, and we are here today. We have all been waiting 12 to 13 years to celebrate the moment we officially receive our diplomas stating that we learned basic skills used in the modern world. Some of us plan to use our diplomas to continue our education at a college or university to prepare for multiple career choices. Others plan to use their diploma as a signal of retirement from general education and will find new ways to discover knowledge on their own. Regardless of the path you chose, know that everyone is proud of you for making it this far, and we all hope you succeed in the future. Okay. Although many of us are 18 and may be moving out soon, never forget the people who helped you make it this far. Thank you, Mom. I still plan to move out. It is vital to thank the ones around you because they deeply appreciate it and it is needed. I would like to thank Principal Seegers for always being organized and considerate when it comes to his students. He has always done his best to get things completed on time, regardless of the situation. He has been here since the beginning, and I could not have asked for a better principal. Thank you. With the assistance of both Principal Seegers and my mother, I was able to be promoted, or skip a grade, which was my initial reason for attending the middle college at North Carolina A&T. I would like to thank everyone in my family for being supportive and allowing me to experience life. Because good or bad, everything ends up being a learning experience. The storms of life have shaped our futures, and we, the graduating class of 2021, are still standing. I would like to thank all of the staff and faculty at the Middle College at North Carolina A&T and the North Carolina A&T State University for teaching us the necessary skills to be successful in our classes and graduate. Really, thank you all for the experiences that led us to being who we are today. Haruki Murakami once stated, "Once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through or how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That is what the storm is all about." Again, congratulations to the class of 2021. We did it. Thank you.
As we prepare for the awarding of the diplomas, we ask that you be mindful of this momentous occasion, this ceremony, by celebrating your applause in an appropriate manner. When Ms. Lewis, our Rookie Teacher of the Year, begins to call the name of your young man, please silence the applause so that each student and family may enjoy this momentous occasion. Graduates, please prepare to receive your diplomas. Platform guests, please take your places.
Gael Arango Sosa. Kevin Michael Atchison. Sterling Douglas Brewer III. Eugene Tinotenda Dumka. Kendrick Philip Anthony Duncans. Caleb Austin Glenn. Devin Malik Dakai Hall. Justice Rydell Harrison. Jaden Lorenzo Hawthorne. Zion Edward Hayes. Quadir Jalil Hinton Dooms. Gabriel Irizarry. Aaron Colin Lucas. Jace Kyle Martin. Lorenzo Gustavo Martinez Simmons. Duran Carl Alexander McQuitty. Zion Isaiah Monroe Norman. Peyton Delaney Page. Darren Curtis Person. Justice Isaiah Poole. Raimundo Rentera Velasquez. Raymir Sinclair Rosario. Rajian Emmanuel Saunders. Tristan Robert Thomas Smith. Jalen Burnell Waddell. Griffin Emmanuel Williams. Roderick Terrace Williams III. Christopher Reuben Wilson. Joshua William Andrew Wingfield.
Yeah, you want me to keep going? Okay, okay. Graduates, please stand. Dr. Contreras, please join me at the podium. Superintendent Contreras, these students have met all requirements for graduation and are recommended for a high school diploma.
By the power granted to me by the State of North Carolina and the Guilford County Board of Education, and upon receiving verification of your credentials by the faculty of your school and your principal, Mr. Travis Seegers, I offer my personal congratulations and recognize you with all the rights and privileges as graduates of the Middle College of North Carolina A&T State University. You may now turn your tassels.
Gentlemen, please present your caps. Parents, please do not leave your seats until the graduates have processed out. You may meet your graduates at the side or the back of the field house. This concludes our 2020-2021 commencement for the Middle College at A&T. Junior marshals, please take your places.